Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are all doing great and feeling positive. Today, I want to tell you one of the most emotional and powerful stories in the world. A story about pain, courage, and never giving up. This is not just a story about football. It is a story about life, about hope, and about believing in yourself even when the whole world says you can't. This is the true story of Lionel Messi, the boy who never gave up. Lionel Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in a small city called Rosario in Argentina. His family was not rich, but they were filled with love and dreams. From the time he was very small, Messi had only one love: football. He didn't care about toys or games or anything else. He only wanted to play with a ball. Every day he would go outside, holding a football that was almost as big as him, and play for hours. He played on the streets, in empty fields, and even inside his small house. When people saw him play, they stopped and watched in surprise. They said, "This little boy is amazing. Look how he moves. Look how he controls the ball." Even when he was very young, people knew there was something special about him. But life was not always kind to him. When Messi was around 10 years old, his parents noticed something strange. He was not growing like other kids his age. He was smaller, thinner, and weaker than the others. They took him to a doctor to find out what was wrong. The doctor ran some tests and finally said something that broke their hearts. He told them, "Your son has a growth hormone problem. He will not grow normally unless he takes special treatment." The treatment was very expensive, and Messi needed daily injections to help him grow. The medicine cost hundreds of dollars every month. His parents were simple people. His father worked in a steel factory, and his mother cleaned houses. They didn't have enough money, but they loved their son so much that they promised to find a way. Every night before going to bed, Messi had to take an injection in his leg. Sometimes he cried because it hurt. Sometimes his mother cried because she wished she could take his pain away. But still, he never stopped playing football. Even on the hardest days when his legs hurt, he went outside and played. Because football was not just a game for him. It was his dream, his heart, his whole world. For a while, his local football club, Newell's Old Boys, helped pay for his treatment. But one day, they said they could not continue. The money was too much. His family was heartbroken. It felt like the dream was slowly disappearing. Messi was too small, too weak, and now too poor to continue. But his father did not give up. He believed his son was born to play football. So he started sending videos of Messi playing to football clubs all over the world. Most clubs never replied. Some said he is too small. He will never survive professional football. But one day, a miracle happened. A club from Spain, FC Barcelona, saw his video. They said, "Bring him to Spain. We want to see this boy with our own eyes." Messi was only 13 years old. He had never been on a plane before. He had never left his country. He didn't speak the same kind of Spanish as people in Spain. He was nervous, scared, but also full of hope. His father took him to Barcelona. When they arrived, the coaches gave Messi a football and said, "Show us what you can do." Messi didn't say anything. He just started playing. Within seconds, everyone stopped talking. He was fast, smooth, and confident. He ran past every defender. He made goals look easy. One of the coaches whispered, "This boy is a genius." Right there, in that moment, they knew they had found something special. The club offered Messi a contract, not on fancy paper, but on a simple napkin. Yes, they wrote it on a napkin in a restaurant. That small napkin changed his life forever. But even after getting the chance of a lifetime, things were not easy. Messi was living far from his home, far from his mother, his brothers, and his friends. He felt lonely. He was shy and quiet. He missed his family every single day. Sometimes he cried at night when no one was watching. But every morning he woke up, put on his football shoes, and went to training. He told himself, "I can't stop now. I have to make my family proud." He trained harder than everyone else. He was the first to come and the last to leave. He never complained, never made excuses, and never gave up. Slowly, people began to notice him. He joined the Barcelona youth team and quickly became their best player. His dribbling, his speed, his control, everything was perfect. And soon he was called to play for the senior team. He became the youngest player ever to score for FC Barcelona. From that day, the world began to know the name Lionel Messi. He played with legends like Ronaldinho, Xavi, and Iniesta. But even among them, Messi shined brighter. He broke record after record. He scored goals that people still talk about today. He became a hero. But even after all the fame, he never changed. He stayed humble, quiet, and respectful. He let his football speak for him. Still, life tested him again. For many years, he couldn't win any big tournament with his national team, Argentina. He reached finals but lost them all. People started saying he would never win for his country. Some even called him a failure. Those words hurt him deeply. After one heartbreaking loss, he cried on the field. He said, "I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving the national team." But his country didn't let him go. Millions of fans begged him to come back. They said, "Messi, you are our hope. We need you." And he returned, stronger and more determined than ever. Then came the year 2022, the FIFA World Cup. Everyone said, "This is Messi's last chance." He was no longer young, but he was full of experience and passion. He played every match with his heart. He ran, he scored, he led his team like a true captain. The world watched in awe. The final match was one of the greatest in football history. Argentina fought with all their heart. It went to penalties. The whole world held its breath. And then, Argentina won. Messi lifted the World Cup trophy with tears in his eyes. He looked up at the sky and smiled. He finally did it. The small boy from Rosario, who once needed expensive medicine to grow, who was told he was too weak, who almost gave up, was now the greatest player in the world. He wasn't just a footballer anymore. He was a symbol of hope, courage, and faith. His story teaches us that it doesn't matter how small you are or how many people doubt you. What matters is your heart, your discipline, and your belief in yourself. Messi's life is proof that dreams do come true, but only if you never stop working for them. So, my dear friends, when life gets hard, when people tell you that you are not good enough, remember Lionel Messi. Remember the boy who refused to quit. He showed the world that success doesn't come from luck. It comes from patience, sacrifice, and endless effort. You might fall many times. You might feel pain. You might cry. But every tear, every failure, every struggle brings you one step closer to your dream. And one day, you will look back, just like Messi did, and say, "It was all worth it." So keep believing, keep fighting, and never give up. Because even the smallest person can create the biggest history. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more emotional and motivational English learning stories. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you again in the next story. Until then, keep smiling, keep dreaming, and keep believing in yourself.